Hey folks, Smart Money Labs here, and let's talk about something nobody likes, but everybody's got to deal with. Taxes. We're about to dive into some smart moves you can make before the year ends to keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket. Now, I'm not a tax professional, and this ain't financial advice. It's just me sharing some common sense strategies that have worked for folks in the past. Before you make any big decisions, always talk to a qualified tax pro. Don't wait until April to start scrambling. Let's finish 2024 strong and set ourselves up for a financially successful new year. Alright, let's talk retirement. When you contribute to a 401k or a 403b, you're essentially lowering your taxable income today. That means the government takes a smaller bite out of your paycheck right now. And here's the beauty of it. That money grows tax deferred, meaning you don't pay taxes on those gains until you retire. For 2024, if you're under 50, you can put away up to $23,000. And if you're 50 or older, you get a catch-up contribution limit of $30,500. If you're self-employed or your employer doesn't offer a retirement plan, you can still take advantage of the tax benefits with a traditional IRA. Contribute up to $6,500 or $7,500 if you're 50 or older, and watch your money grow tax deferred. So make the most of these retirement accounts and watch your money grow. Let's face it, not every investment is going to be a home run. But here's the good news, you can actually use those investment losses to your advantage come tax time. It's called tax loss harvesting, and it's like turning those financial lemons into sweet, sweet tax savings. If you've sold some investments at a loss this year, you can use those losses to offset any capital gains you might have. And if your losses exceed your gains, you can even use up to $3,000 of those losses to offset your ordinary income. Now, there's a little rule called the wash sale rule that you need to be aware of. Basically, it means you can't sell a stock at a loss and then immediately buy it back within 30 days before or after the sale. But don't worry, you can still harvest those losses. Just make sure you're investing in a different, but similar, security. Talk to your financial advisor about tax loss harvesting and see if it makes sense for your situation. Remember, folks, every little bit of tax savings counts. You know, folks, I'm a big believer in giving back. And the great news is you can actually get a tax break for your generosity. If you're someone who donates to charity regularly, consider bunching your charitable donations into a single year. Instead of spreading out your donations throughout the year, make a larger donation every 2 or 3 years. This can help you exceed the standard deduction threshold and unlock some serious tax benefits. Now, for those of you who are 70 and a half or older, you can make what's called a qualified charitable distribution, or QCD, directly from your IRA. These distributions, up to $100,000, count towards your required minimum distribution and are excluded from your taxable income. By being strategic with your charitable contributions, you can maximize your impact and minimize your tax liability. Saving for education is one of the smartest investments you can make, and I'm not just talking about your kids' or grandkids' future. With a 529 college savings plan, you can watch your investments grow tax deferred, and when it's time to pay for those tuition bills, withdrawals for qualified education expenses are completely tax-free. Many states offer state tax deductions or credits for contributions to 529 plans. So whether you're saving for a child's grandchild's or even your own education, look into 529 plans. They're a fantastic way to ease the burden of education costs and potentially reduce your tax liability. You know, folks, timing is everything, and that's especially true when it comes to managing your taxes. By strategically timing your income and deductions, you can significantly lower your tax bill and keep more of your hard-earned money. If you're on the verge of jumping into a higher tax bracket, consider deferring some of your income to the following year. Maybe you can delay a bonus or hold off on sending out invoices until after January 1st. On the flip side, you want to accelerate any deductible expenses into the current year. By shifting your income and expenses, you can potentially stay in a lower tax bracket and save a bundle. With a little planning and strategic timing, you can outsmart the IRS and keep more of your money where it belongs, in your pocket. Alright folks, let's talk deductions. Every year you have a choice to make. Take the standard deduction or itemize your deductions. The standard deduction is like a free pass from the government, reducing your taxable income right off the bat. But hold on, don't just blindly take the standard deduction without crunching the numbers. If you've got a lot of deductible expenses like mortgage interest, property taxes, state and local taxes, or medical expenses, itemizing those deductions might actually save you more money. Take the time to review your expenses and figure out whether the standard deduction or itemizing is the better option for you. Hey folks, life throws curveballs, and sometimes those curveballs can affect your tax situation. Big life changes like getting married, getting divorced, or having a baby can impact your filing status, and that can mean big changes to your tax bill. For example, did you know that married couples filing jointly typically get better tax rates than those who file separately? It's true, but that doesn't mean it's the best option for everyone. Take some time to review your filing status, especially if you've experienced any major life events. You might be surprised at how much money you can save just by making a simple change to your filing status. Alright parents and guardians, this one's for you. If you've shelled out money for child or dependent care this year, listen up. You might be eligible for the Child and Dependent Care Credit. This credit allows you to claim up to 35% of qualifying expenses, up to $3,000 for one child, or a whopping $6,000 for 2 or more children. Now there's some paperwork involved, of course. Make sure you keep track of all your expenses and any reimbursements you might have received. But hey, a little paperwork is a small price to pay for some sweet tax relief. Alright folks, let's talk about a powerful strategy that can save you a bundle in taxes down the road. Roth conversions. If your income is lower this year than it has been in the past, maybe because of a job change or a temporary setback, you might want to consider converting some of your traditional IRA or 401k funds into a Roth IRA. You'll have to pay taxes on the amount you convert in the year of the conversion. But once the money is in the Roth IRA, all future growth and withdrawals are completely tax-free. This strategy is especially beneficial if you expect to be in a higher tax bracket in the future, like when you're retired and living the good life. Talk to your financial advisor and see if a Roth conversion makes sense for your situation. Alright folks, let's talk about your paycheck. If you're getting a big fat tax refund every year, it might feel good, but it also means you're over withholding taxes. Think of it this way. You're giving the government an interest-free loan with your money. Wouldn't you rather have that money in your pocket throughout the year, where you can invest it, pay down debt, or just treat yourself to something nice? By reducing your withholding, you can increase your take-home pay and put that money to work for you. Don't let the government hold on to it any longer than necessary. Alright folks, let's talk about one of the most overlooked tax benefits out there. Flexible spending accounts, or FSAs. If your employer offers an FSA for healthcare or dependent care, you need to be using it. Think of an FSA like a secret stash of cash that you can use to pay for eligible expenses with pre-tax dollars. But here's the catch. FSAs often have a use it or lose it policy. That means if you don't use up the money you've contributed by the end of the year, or your plan's grace period, you forfeit those funds. Some employers might offer a carryover option, allowing you to roll over a certain amount to the next year. It's like finding free money. Don't let it go to waste. There you have it, folks. 11 smart tax moves you can make before the year ends to keep more money in your pocket and give the IRS the slip. By contributing to retirement accounts, harvesting tax losses, being strategic with your charitable donations, and taking advantage of all the deductions and credits available to you, you can significantly reduce your tax bill and achieve your financial goals faster. As we wrap up 2024, taking these steps could mean more money in your pocket come tax season. And that's something everyone can celebrate. Now go out there and make those money moves.